On May 26, 2022, Arkansas State Trooper Andrew was on routine patrol when he noticed a yellow pickup truck. A quick plate check showed the registration was expired. He activated his lights and sirens, but what happened next was strange. The driver didn't speed up or panic. Instead, he quietly turned off the road and slipped into the woods. It looked slow, maybe even harmless, but Trooper Andrew knew better. Seconds later, the chase was officially on deep in the middle of nowhere.
We're headed back towards Mill Creek. He's fleeing now. Inbound on Mill Creek, so I can caught up with him down the road taking off.
Maybe the suspect knew the area we don't know, but Trooper Andrew definitely didn't. The pursuit twisted through dirt paths and rough terrain, the yellow truck kicking up clouds of dust in the night. Eventually, the suspect burst back onto the main road, and the chase pushed even deeper into the darkness with no signs of stopping.
I'm on Mill Creek. I haven't crossed any side roads yet. We just turned off. I'm not sure what.
Trooper Andrew rammed the suspect's truck straight into a ditch. The driver tried to make a run for it, but a short-foot chase ended with a taser deployment. He was arrested and taken into custody. Based on the incident, the suspect is likely facing charges including fleeing in a vehicle, resisting arrest, driving with expired registration, and criminal trespass, along with potential reckless driving and obstruction of governmental operations. On July 11, 2022, Little Rock police were in pursuit of a stolen vehicle. After struggling to stop the suspect, they called in backup, and Arkansas's State Trooper Tyler answered the call. Trooper Tyler quickly caught up with the fleeing vehicle and took over as the primary unit.
Here you go. 21 Lyric, I'll call it. Our street just passed. Park Street, South Alabama, traffic light, speed 70 miles an hour. So, 49, stand by, which is about 4. Dash, South Alabama, Wood. Shot.
Occupied 2 Tom, 2 white males, Arkansas 429.
Southbound Rock Street, Central South Sandbar, speed say 80 miles an hour.
After Trooper Tyler took over the chase, he didn't hesitate for a second. Just moments later, he lined up perfectly and launched his first PIT attempt, coming in fast and with total control.
Construction 7 Bell, going field bodycams from South Alabama. Traffic is light, speed 60.
Hands out the window! Stand away from me! Face away from me!
After the suspect was launched into a pole, Trooper William Cash made sure it ended for good, driving his cruiser straight into the vehicle to eliminate any chance of escape. The suspect stepped out and was taken into custody immediately without further issues. No extra details have been released, but one thing is certain. He just learned the hard way why you never run from the Arkansas State Troopers. On June 8, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol in Lee County received multiple 911 calls about a red Ford F-150 swerving dangerously on I-75 near mile marker 123. A few miles up the road, Trooper Monsteroka spotted the truck, and when he attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over.
Did you say 1031?
It didn't take long for troopers to close the gap, and that's when the real action kicked in. What followed was a chaotic string of pit maneuvers. Grab a notebook because you might lose count.
Hit. Hey, on the radio. Right tire lane. Westbound into the neighborhood.
10-4, westbound on right tire. Right tire, go on back. Still continuing north at the speed of 80, no traffic.
While the woman behind the wheel seemed more interested in flipping off the troopers than actually driving, it only fueled their determination. With every reckless turn and every obscene gesture, the troopers pressed harder and became even more aggressive in shutting her down.
Vehicles now headed back westbound. It's on the shoulder.
10-4, westbound on the shoulder. Making another U-turn back eastbound. Northbound 6 miles.
Signal 4, 1050.
Oh yeah, I'm all back. Give me forward. Give me forward. Can I see you?
The driver, identified as Christina Slider, stepped out of the truck while making obscene gestures and shouting threats at troopers. She was arrested on the spot but continued to resist, trying to pull away and even throwing objects at officers. She now faces multiple charges, including fleeing, DUI, reckless driving, and threatening law enforcement. On Sunday morning, August 14th, 2022, at about 7:16 a.m., a Georgia state trooper spotted a motorcycle tearing down I-85 at 100 miles in a 70 zone. As the rider flew past the patrol car, he looked straight at the trooper, then twisted the throttle even harder. And that's when the pursuit kicked off.
Taking a ride on the industrial. Took a ride up on the industrial. Still got visual on him. So going through a stop sign. Clear right, clear left. Contact, contact, contact. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I'm gonna get out.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Hand behind your back!
I'm getting out, please.
Hand behind your back!
Please.
The rider was identified as Awan Kendall, who told troopers he was late for work and admitted he'd been jailed just a week earlier for speeding on the very same motorcycle. He was taken into custody, medically cleared, and booked into the Kuwait County Jail on multiple new charges. On June 20th, 2024, a stolen vehicle was reported from a Walmart in Pocahontas. Behind the wheel was 35-year-old Sarah Bates, allegedly under the influence and driving on a suspended license. An off-duty officer spotted the vehicle near Sedgwick, and minutes later, the pursuit was on.
Y'all go for seat 1063, proceed 48.
48 gallon for us, starting to take off.
Vehicle.
Run the red light here, Water Ridge taking off. It's 1037, northbound on 63. Stop the car.
31 John's pursuit 14-4. 10-4. Ridge. Okay, I'm leaving off this I'll try to keep that data right here.
Seeing open road ahead, the trooper lined up for a pit maneuver, but things didn't go as planned.
What's your speed and traffic?
The 113 light traffic. I doubt she's armed, but I don't figure she is. I don't want to tear this little boy's car up. Sarah, just stop the car. Pull over so you don't get hurt, Sarah. Just stop the car. Sir, show me your hands.
The trooper warned
Sarah
her,
Bates,
but
I
she
know who
refused
you
to
are.
listen. And that's exactly how she ended up in a ditch. She was arrested without further incident and taken into custody. Now she faces a stack of charges, including DWI, reckless driving, fleeing, and vehicle theft. On November 17, 2023, Trooper Robert Rome attempted a traffic stop for speeding. The driver pulled into a gas station as if to comply, then suddenly punched the gas and took off.
Target trace coming up to Brook and Hill to check me out the office. Adam Charles Williams, 21 Davis. Right on Brook and Hill, expectations. He just tried to brake check me. Driving in oncoming traffic. Speed 75 on Brook and Hill. Passing Prestwood. I'm up 253. Hot metal, ball cap, face tattoos. Right on 253, backing on.
As the chase escalated, things took a dangerous turn. Literally, the suspect swerved into the oncoming traffic lane. And what made it even worse, he was clocked at 120 mph while doing it. The suspect's reckless run finally came to an end, and he was taken into custody without further incident. When asked why he fled, he simply said he was going through things. Not exactly the best excuse for blasting into oncoming traffic at 120 mph. What could have been a simple speeding ticket turned into a trip to jail, and he's likely got a lot more to deal with now. On November 11, 2023, a trooper clocked a black passenger car flying at 97 mph in a 55 zone near the Flippin bypass in Arkansas. When the driver passed another vehicle in a no-passing zone and began weaving across lanes, the trooper lit him up, and the pursuit was on. The suspect tore down the roadway at nearly 100 mph, swerving into oncoming lanes and blasting past cars as he headed into Yellville. Speed stayed dangerously high the entire time. He even used the turning lane to pass traffic, coming close to causing multiple crashes.
Stop! Hands! Get on the ground! You make an aggressive move.
He initially got out, laid on the ground, and surrendered, but moments later tried to run again, claiming he just wanted to prove he could have gotten away. He was quickly arrested, tested over the legal alcohol limit, and was found with open containers, drug paraphernalia, and digital scales inside the car. The driver, identified as Kevin Melton, now faces multiple felony charges, including fleeing, aggravated assault on an officer, and driving while intoxicated. On February 14, 2022, Trooper Cody Martin spotted a disabled truck on the shoulder. But just minutes into the stop, everything changed. Dispatch warned him that a pursuit was barreling straight toward his location. Without hesitation, Trooper Martin leapt back into his patrol car and joined the chase. He wasn't alone. 4 other units were already in pursuit, working together to bring the suspect under control. After the suspect collided with another vehicle, Trooper Martin immediately attempted a pit, but it failed, and things only escalated from there. Realizing troopers were closing in, the suspect shifted into a higher gear and drove even more recklessly. With traffic heavy and unpredictable, finding a safe moment for another pit became nearly impossible. Just as the suspect finally found a stretch of open road, he suddenly cut hard onto an exit, desperate to break away. Seconds later, he slammed into another vehicle, almost as if he aimed for it on purpose.
Stop something in the car,
The suspect was finally stopped, but you might wonder why she suddenly slowed down after driving so recklessly the entire chase. After smashing into an SUV at the exit, one of her tires deflated, and that was all Trooper Martin needed. He lined up for another pit, made contact, and ended the pursuit. She was pulled from the vehicle, taken into custody, and now faces a long list of charges. On May 6, 2022, late at night in Arkansas, state troopers were running a routine checkpoint, the kind designed to catch impaired drivers, suspended licenses, and stolen vehicles. But one pickup truck clearly had other plans. The driver swerved away from the checkpoint altogether, prompting Trooper Tatum to jump into his patrol car and initiate the chase. The suspect sped off with his turn signal still blinking. And while it's always a strange kind of funny when someone runs from police, yet still uses their blinker, maybe he thought he was doing something right, or maybe he just forgot. Either way, Trooper Tatum wasn't laughing. As the suspect tried to pass another vehicle, Tatum saw his opening, closed the gap, and went straight in for the pit. After being sent into the trees, the suspect relied on his athletic abilities and bolted on foot. But just like his decision-making, his running skills weren't impressive. He was caught almost instantly and taken into custody. That night didn't end with an escape. It ended in handcuffs, and it's one he'll probably remember for a long time.